Many have come to protest, many to pray, but most have come to participate in what has become the best show in town.
Oh, no.
On the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
Oh, wow. That's tragic. What just happened there? That should not be. It just ruined the whole week.
That's my fault. Like, this one is the first time that it's my fault.
Yeah.
It was
I was pissed off that you were 2 seconds late.
Yep.
And so it completely threw off my equilibrium.
Yes. So I will take responsibilities for that.
Yeah, as well you should.
Blowing down to look at the train wreck.
I was going to say, Fisher, can you please press your button?
That's what the stupid.
I think what I'm going to do, though, is let it slide this time.
Okay.
Because he did give me 5 tickets to the Big 12 championship game. And at free, I can't beat that price. I am, in fact, going to the Big 12 championship game. So thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I talked to your son yesterday.
There is no first of all. He gave me 5 tickets
I sure did.
to the Big 12 championship. Chris knows a guy. Got some tickets.
Does he? Yeah.
Yes.
So
He knows a guy.
I will be there in person
That's
for
awesome.
the biggest football game in BYU history.
See,
as far as I'm concerned.
I wanted to get you there, Pat.
Yeah,
and I
you
got
did.
you there.
Thank you. Without having to pay. Because I'm kind of picky when I go to the game. I want it to be really good seats. And,
that's fair.
you know, so if I'm going to take my sons, they can't afford $1,500. So I'd have to buy their tickets too. And then you're talking some serious money. And it's like, nah, you know what? We've got a screen at home that we can put the game up there.
Yep.
And we'll see it right there.
Be
as if
comfy
we were
right
Comfy,
here.
pajamas.
Just like,
Yeah.
as if we were on the front row.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But like I said, I got you through the door. Good
did.
luck. God bless.
Yeah, thank you. So BYU Texas Tech tomorrow. What are Missouri's plans for the for the SEC championship?
We'll be
They're
watching.
going to be watching it
Yeah,
at
we'll be
home.
watching at home.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, good.
Yeah. I don't want to go to it in Atlanta.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Traffic there, not
Yeah,
working.
it gets backed up.
it's not-
It gets backed
a
up.
connector,
not good.
man.
I did love, I saw we showed it the other day, but it kind of caught my attention again yesterday. Show the post with the championship lineup, and I just it's just another slight dig that kind of ticked me off.
I'm getting
There should
so
be
tired of those. Oh my gosh!
But yeah, here you go. So it's the conference championships, and there you go. They've got them all listed there perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
not because the BYU Texas Tech game should be on top because that's the first game.
Chronological order.
My gosh!
So it's just I was like.
One little dig after another.
Right, it is. It's just a little dig.
Yeah.
really
it's just
hate you
it's just that little dig.
If nothing else, it shouldn't be below Duke.
Right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying the
I understand
absolutely.
what you're saying, and I'm saying that yes, it shouldn't be below
But I
Duke.
thought, okay, on 3 Sports, calm down.
One thing after another.
It is.
You know,
It is.
another big slight is that you remember we got the 5-star quarterback this year, right? Ryder Lyons.
You remember that, right?
Going to BYU.
Who could forget it?
Right?
Nobody could forget that.
No one could forget it.
It was a special occasion this year. And so he's a 5-star quarterback until he commits to BYU. Every rating service dropped him to a 4-star.
Oh my God!
Are you serious?
Oh, that's funny.
All 3. All on 3 Rivals and 24/7.
Maybe they just hadn't seen the film.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe just going by other
I don't know.
people.
It's
Word of
crazy.
mouth? Or
It's
just come by
absolutely
word of mouth?
He had a huge senior season, huge, and they dropped him in every
See, that's what I
single
mean.
recruiting.
It's just that little, just a little.
Just a little digs. Yeah. Just a little disrespect on every level. So I hope it fires this team up this weekend. We'll see. I saw in some projections about bowl games that Nebraska might be playing Utah in maybe the Las Vegas Bowl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
We'll see.
That would be cool.
We'll see.
Are you gonna go, Keith?
Unlikely.
Unlikely.
In fact, no.
Do you want me to see
Well,
if I know a guy?
No.
I can check if I know a
Did
guy.
you just make a snap decision like that?
Hold on.
Wow.
Does your guy also come with airfare and a hotel?
No.
Oh no, he does not do that.
Oh, that's true.
No,
He
then I will.
He just gets you in through the back door of the stadium.
Mm.
It's up to you to find your seats.
I will watch Nebraska lose from home. Thank you.
Wow, he's been beaten down over the years. You feel that?
I'd rather go to Vegas than have to play in the Duke's Mayo Bowl because that's what it's looking like for us.
Against? Do you have any idea?
No.
The Mayo Bowl.
I hate that bowl
It's
game more
because
than
they've adopted
anything.
the sponsors now. And
Well,
so
that's
they all
fine. No, I
sound
don't mind
stupid.
the.
I don't want you to call the bowl
fine.
game that. What happened to the Citrus Bowl? No, it's got to be the
Whatever, yeah, because that
Yeah.
all started with the Outback Bowl, right? I mean, that was Outback Bowl was one of the first ones.
I don't know if they started with that.
They
but
always had to be the first one.
Yeah.
If they were the first bowl game for years, that was their contract. That was before all the other changes. But the Duke's Mayo Bowl, I just to think about being covered in that nastiness. Ugh.
And you'll be the only SEC team not in the playoffs, so that's embarrassing. What do they have? 15 out of the 16, or 17 out of the 18, however many there are.
Premier League. I don't know what your problem is.
Is it though?
Yep.
Is it? I know the playoff committee it is. All right. So yesterday was pretty interesting. A man was arrested by the FBI because they've been doing a nearly 5-year investigation into the pipe bomb situation placed outside the headquarters of the Republican and Democrat national parties in D.C. And so, we've been speculating for a long time. How hard can it be? There's surveillance all over the place.
Right.
You've got video of whoever did this. Look at it and find them. Anybody think of that? Apparently not.
Seems
No.
like that would be the investigation.
Doesn't it, though?
It just
Hey, wait. You know what we should do? What if we... Nah, that won't
No,
work.
never
We
mind.
won't look at the surveillance footage. Why would we do that? So the arrest marks the first time investigators have identified a suspect in an act that had long vexed law enforcement, spawned a multitude of conspiracy theories. Why would that be? What crazy people. How could you bring conspiracies into this when they're so forthcoming with all the information, and remained an enduring mystery in the shadow of the dark chapter of American history that is the violent Capitol siege.
capital siege.
This is the Associated
Oh my
Press.
gosh.
So pathetic. At least they didn't call it an insurrection. Thank you for that. I'll take siege over insurrection.
That was in the late edition. They had to mix up the verbiage a little bit.
So yesterday, federal law enforcement gathered, and Attorney General Pam Bondi made this big announcement.
Good afternoon. As you all know now, early this morning, Brian
6
Cole
a.m.
Jr. was arrested and charged with placing the pipe bombs at the RNC and the DNC on January 5th, 2021. He has been charged with violating 18 U.S.C. 844, which is use of an explosive device. This investigation is ongoing. As we speak, search warrants are being executed, and there could be more charges to come. I'm going to let our U.S. Attorney discuss that shortly. This was the work of multiple agencies working together. This morning's operation was carried out safely and successfully. We know that there are so many issues when you're issuing search warrants. Dangerous things can happen, and this was carried out safely and securely thanks to all of the people standing around me. They have worked tirelessly on this. Today's arrest happened because the Trump administration has made this case a priority. The total lack of movement on this case in our nation's capital undermined the public trust of our enforcement agencies. This cold case languished for 4 years until Director Patel and Deputy Director Bongino came to the FBI.
Yeah, right next to Kash.
The FBI, along with U.S. Attorney Pirro and all of our prosecutors, have worked tirelessly for months, sifting through evidence that had been sitting at the FBI with the Biden administration for 4 long years. Let me be clear. There was no new tip. There was no new witness. Just good, diligent police work and prosecutorial work, working as a team along with ATF, Capitol Police, Metropolitan Police Department, and of course, the FBI.
Of course, obviously.
We are working every day to restore the public's trust. We hope that today is a significant step towards that progress. We'll share more information when we can and when it unfolds. I cannot stress enough how hard
you can't.
Director Patel and Deputy Director Bongino have worked for months
I know.
to make our nation's capital safer and to make our country safer.
Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it. So, bam! They've already solved it. Just like that.
Over.
Case closed. Next.
Done deal.
I will say I put a poll up this morning. Do you think the FBI arrested the right person yesterday?
Every single person said yes, right?
Yes. J6
They got their man.
By a margin of 3-1. No, I'm not so sure. As opposed to yes, I'm confident.
Well, it is weird. Where's the female Capitol Police officer?
She had an alibi. She says that she produced a video that showed her playing with puppies. And so at that time.
Yeah. So we just have to trust it was at that exact time for the entire 18 hours or whatever it was.
Well, look, come on. Playing with puppies, I think we can all attest, is
you
very addictive.
You got to take your time.
It's very addictive. You can't walk away from a puppy.
No, you cannot.
So
I don't know that I knew that.
Yeah, I want to see.
That's really funny.
I do want to see how this guy walks.
Yeah, we haven't
seen. Does he have a limp?
We don't know the gait. Yeah.
Has he got a effeminate walk? I mean, I don't know. I do know that the reporting was that the individual waved at the Capitol Police. Remember that?
Yeah, right.
There's video of that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that would lead one to surmise that there's some familiarity there between the guilty party, the suspect,
maybe,
and no, you think you're just waving?
I mean,
it could be. Right?
I drove by a police officer in our parking lot this morning. I don't know who he is. I always give him. I always give him a wave when I drive by.
Good.
That is true.
Okay.
Just to thank you for being there. I appreciate it. So I don't know who he is.
So you don't work for Irving Police?
I do not.
So when you make bombs,
I do not.
When you make bombs, Jeff Fisher,
mine are just as good as his.
But do you
I'll tell you
use
that because they couldn't go off or explode.
Do you use cash or a credit card when you go and make the bomb making materials?
Credit
card. That way you can be tracked later.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, then that makes sense because that's. With the alleged suspect.
I want to get the points of
right. That's true.
Yeah, thank you.
That's true.
3%
now, Judge Pirro made it clear that they went through 233,000 in-cap purchases to figure this out.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
That's a lot.
I mean, that's got to be AI doing that, right? I mean, you can't.
I would think.
I don't know. I would love to know that process.
It was Dan Bongino.
It was Dan by
going
himself.
through all of
Dan
them. That's why
Bongino was Kash Patel.
Hasn't been tweeting as much lately.
Line by line.
I see. Okay.
That's dedication right there.
Tedious.
It's a
FBI
highlighter
work.
and a notebook.
Tell you this, I wouldn't have found it. If I had to go through 233,000 of them, I'm not making it past.
You're not an
How
FBI
far-
agent.
I could maybe go to 3,
I was
and
just
then I'm
gonna
like,
ask
okay,
you
I can't
how
find
far
it.
deep-
It's not here. That's what happened before.
Jackie,
Yeah.
can you check the rest of these? I can't find
That's
it.
what happened to the FBI before Kash and Dan got there. No, we're not. That's
I know.
too many. We're not doing that.
I know. So it's just another weird thing. Another weird event.
It is good. I mean, look, if this guy did it, good. I'm glad that
they
he's
got
off
him.
the streets. Absolutely.
It's curious that it was. This came after the reporting about the other.
It is.
Suspect, or not suspect, but individual mentioned in the
Person
Steve
of
Baker
interest.
story, person of interest in the Steve Baker story. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll let the wheels of justice turn, and he'll have his day in court, I guess, and we'll see what how this plays out. It's very interesting.
That wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
It does.
I don't know where I'll be tomorrow.
Put the mugshot up before we play the next clip, please, of Brian Cole. There's Brian Cole. There's the guy who was arrested yesterday by the FBI.
Okay, the person who we see on surveillance is white, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if we ever see that.
You got gloves.
They got the mask. Yeah, thank
I
you.
think we're just assuming that
you're just assuming
she's white.
Yeah. Well, is it because we saw her, the police officer,
Yes,
and that's why that's implanted in my mind?
Yes.
Because, all right, maybe.
Okay, so now
Right.
that you see the
Right.
mugshot, let's play the Jake Tapper clip, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Brian Cole Jr. A 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs is charged with transporting an explosive device.
I swear they just have the template and the teleprompter at CNN.
What?
That blames
Cole
every
Jr.,
crime on a white.
A 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs is charged with transporting an explosive device
for the story.
in interstate commerce.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm telling you,
That's incredible.
It's hardwired in their teleprompter. Suspect, white.
Well, it had to be white because had to do with the siege.
Yeah. And all I'm saying is when I look at, go ahead, Stu. When I look at his picture, that's all I see. I see white male.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
That's all I see.
Netflix adaptation.
That's really funny.
That's what I see. So.
Now, do we know if he was playing with puppies?
We do not. I mean, he hasn't presented any case as far as we know.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well,
do you have any cats?
If he can produce that, then maybe he can.
Maybe he's got a pet gerbil that he was with all night.
This is his house before the raid. Well, during the raid. So
right. It was a nice house. In a cul-de-sac there. That's nice.
And then I think we also have his vehicle, picture 11. That's his car.
Okay.
All right. So he parks on the street instead of the garage?
Sure does. Right in front of the trash can. So how are they going to pick up the trash?
Yeah, I hate that. In the mailbox, that's a tough spot right there.
That is a tough spot.
Because then you got to time it right because you got garbage day and the mailman's
coming.
He was
planning on leaving.
Because you want to get your mail. You don't want to block the mail because they will not leave it.
You want them to take your trash too, though.
You want them to take your trash. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
And I guarantee the trash guys don't like that.
They don't.
I guarantee you that. They don't like that. They're pissed at this guy.
They have to get out and pull it to the right place.
And maybe they still do in Virginia because my trash guys will go, nope, not picking that one up.
Yes.
Right on by.
Huh. I would like to hear, and I don't know when he'll get the opportunity, but when are we going to hear the suspect speak?
Why do you want to hear him
issue a statement? Well, I'd like to hear him say.
That's coming. I mean, if he's been arrested.
I was playing with puppies.
Okay.
Or yep, you got me. I want to hear. I don't know. No, okay. So they made it clear. Everybody that came to the podium yesterday made it clear that this was no new evidence, no new tips, nothing, right? That's what they said over and over, everyone to a man.
That's what Pam just said.
Yep. Okay, so they had everything they needed was already on file when they took control on January 20th. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking back to the Dan Bongino, Fox and Friends, sitting on the couch there in May. And he said something interesting here that I just couldn't get out of my head last night.
You know, we had 2 pipe bombs planted on January 6th. I mean, we were told by partisan actors out there this was the insurrection, the world was going to fall apart, and no one seemed to show any interest in this case. The second we got in, I put a team on it, and I said, I want answers on this. And I'm pretty confident that we're closing in on some suspects. The reason, by the way, I use social media with these cases, I'm trying to communicate on social media, is nothing's by accident, guys. I do nothing by accident. Every time I put a tweet out on it, we get tips. We got a fascinating tip on one of these cases, one of the 3. I don't want to say which one, but I'm pretty confident that we're going to close out one of them, hopefully shortly.
Okay, so because he started to say we got a fascinating, he started to say that it sounded like in relation to the pipe bomb thing. But then he stopped his sentence, and then he said about the other two cases he's referring to is the cocaine at the White House and the leaking of the Dobbs decision at the Supreme Court. So if you didn't get any new tips on the pipe bomb, then the fascinating tip should have been for cocaine or Dobbs, right? Which we still don't have answers for. Okay, cool. Let's see.
Again, it's interesting. Something fascinating is happening. I don't know what, but
I don't know either.
Something's going on. It just makes it hard to trust anybody, right? I mean, do you have any trust in the FBI anymore?
Well, a little bit more after that press conference.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
All right, good.
Oh, yes.
I mean, they're trying to regain my trust.
Yeah, they sure are. They're working hard. You know, they've arrested, 340 million people since they took over in January.
Right.
Yeah, 340
I haven't seen
million.
any of these
That's a
perp
lot.
walks, though.
No, we haven't. Huh? But I think, they have done a lot. We just expected more, I guess, or something different. I think we believed that we were going to get a lid on all of this J6 stuff right away. And, of course, the Epstein files and all the rest. And so when you're disappointed time after time after time, it's hard to believe them.
Right.
So maybe let me introduce you to Kash Patel sitting down with Don Jr. Right after the press conference.
Okay.
To see.
Will there ever be a look back on the way perhaps your predecessors or other people in the FBI handle this to question those methods and motives. Again, the fact that it disappeared, from the news basically the second, January 6th happened and was never brought back up again, even in the months following. It seems odd, and I mean, it seems like something that people would want answers to. Will there be a review process on how this was conducted differently? How you guys could do this, 4 years later, and in 8 or 9 months, actually come up with a suspect versus the prior administration having 4 years, a more immediate timeline, being able to go right into it, having the immediacy of that, or even the fact that they just didn't care, doesn't that say so much about the weaponization of justice in America today?
Absolutely, and I think you're going to see it on parallel tracks. What you're going to see is, as this case presents itself in court, you're going to see where we were able to collect the evidence and make the case against this suspect. And then common sense journalism and investigators are going to be able to look at it and say, why did these people do X, Y, and Z 4 or 5 years ago? That's going to make itself self-apparent. But what we're doing at this FBI is also, we have replaced this entire leadership cadre. We have pushed out 1,000 agents into the field. There's a reason this FBI has 25,000 violent offenders arrested this year alone. That's twice as many as last year. There's a reason that this FBI is going to deliver President Trump the lowest murder rate in modern history by double digits. There is a reason this FBI is out there crushing fentanyl, destroying narco traffickers, and making sure the homeland is safe and preventing spies from infiltrating our homeland and our way of life. That's what happens when you change leadership from the prior administration FBI, who wanted to weaponize and politicize law enforcement, to us, President Trump and the Attorney General, who want to just deliver law enforcement on every single front. And that's what we're doing. So you're going to see it in both lanes.
I will say the numbers he gave were a little bit lower than yours.
Yeah, Tad. Yeah, because my number was 340 million.
Million, yes.
Just slightly less than that at 25,000. So I apologize. I exaggerated a little bit the success of the FBI in 8 months. So what are you going to do, though? What are you going to do? I thought it was 340 million, but I guess not.
It felt like 340. Because all those perp walks we've seen every single day.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
So, I mean, okay.
Yep.
Good.
He said it's going to become self-evident.
Yes, he
so
did.
when will that happen? Because it's not yet.
Day one, Pat.
Okay.
Day one.
Can't wait for day one. Beam's cyber sale continues. Best offer of the year, but only until, I think today, it's the end of the week. So right now, you can get up to 50% off with my code PAT. You get the best sleep of your life for just about $1 per night. Beam is proudly founded here in America. It's run by people who share our values of hard work, integrity, and delivering results. It's a healthy nighttime blend. It's packed with science-backed ingredients shown to improve sleep. It's made with a powerful blend of all natural ingredients. Things like reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, apigenin, and melatonin. So if you've been waiting for the right time to try it, this is that time. Go to shopbeam.com/Pat. Use the promo code PAT, and you'll get up to 50% off during Beam's cyber sale. But, again, Dream's only available at this price until it sells out. So how much would you pay for a truly great night of sleep? With Beam's cyber price, it's just $1.08 per night. So go to shopbeam.com/Pat. Shop BEAM. Shopbeam.com/Pat right now.
Pat Gray, Unleashed.
Here's a surprising development, too. We didn't get to this yesterday, but Hakeem Jeffries talking about Trump's immigration policies. Did this shock anybody else? Listen to what he said.
Yeah.
One of President Trump's key campaign promises was also on immigration, right? So even if you disagree with the way this immigration crackdown is happening, according to government data, U.S. Border Patrol has released 0 undocumented migrants into the U.S. for 6 consecutive months.
Wow.
And daily average apprehensions at the southwest border are lower now than under Biden. Are you willing to give President Trump any credit for that?
Well, let's take the two issues together.
Let's do it.
First, we believe in a safe, a strong, and a secure border.
Do you?
And that's important, and we'll continue to stand behind that. At the same period of time, we acknowledge, of course, we have a broken immigration system. It needs to be fixed, but it should be fixed in a comprehensive and in a bipartisan way. The American people strongly disagree with the approach that Donald Trump has taken in terms of interior enforcement and immigration. Because Republicans promised that they were going to go after violent felons. We support that.
And we did.
They're not going after violent felons.
Yes,
They're
they are.
breaking up families, law-abiding immigrant families in some cases.
No violent criminals have families? Is that the case? Is that why? Is that how you know? If they've got a family, they're not violent.
Right.
So leave them alone.
Thank you.
That's so stupid.
And he's about to make the case in the next breath that in some cases they send legal American citizen children out of the country. Recall that was a custody dispute.
I read something else about his response here. It sounded like he was agreeing with the president, but he's seemingly not doing that right now, really. I mean, you can't help but acknowledge that the flow across the border has stopped.
That's what he's agreeing with.
He doesn't want to give any quarter to Donald Trump, of course. Let him go.
They're breaking up families, law-abiding immigrant families, in some cases actually deporting citizen children of the United States of America.
Citizen children.
That's their mantra.
The citizen children
that are going with their mom,
there are
who
no
was forced
illegals
to leave the country.
Let's forget about the non-citizen 300,000 children they lost track of completely. And only now are any of them being relocated, found, and returned to their actual families instead of drug traffickers. It's despicable. Jeez. And the whole media sides with the left on this. In Minneapolis, KSTP tried to cover for how much immigrant Somalis contribute to the economy.
Right.
It's so wonderful what they're doing, and it's great that we have them here. And so let the entire country of Somalia come here if they want to. I think that's the message. But there's more and more revelations every day about the massive fraud schemes that have been carried out by the Somali migrant community in Minnesota, and they're just trying to cover up for that. KSTP, that was a legendary station too. That was one of the big stations that everybody wanted to work for when I was coming up in this industry, and they've just obviously gone to hell.
Yeah, it was
like everybody else.
It was interesting. Jake Tapper had Ilhan Omar on, and surprise, he actually brought that up. Clip 7.
Can you shed any light on why the fraud got so out of control in Minnesota?
I think what happened is that when you have these kind of new programs that are designed to help people, you're oftentimes relying on third parties to be able to facilitate.
Right.
And I just think that a lot of the COVID programs that were set up, they were set up so quickly that a lot of the guardrails did not get created.
Sure.
Good answer. She sucks.
Isn't it great how so many American media outlets are so willing to defend all immigrants? They don't care if they're here legally, not legally. They don't care if they're violent criminals or if they're just filled with sunshine and light.
They don't even cover the fraud.
Right. They don't even mention it.
Good Morning America
didn't mention it
at all.
Right. But they'll bash America and Americans nonstop. We're racist. We're haters. We're xenophobes. We're homophobes. Islamophobes. And anybody who is really prosperous in this country is, you're the worst. Yeah. You're a parasite. Not the actual parasites who are sponging off the system, but the billionaires and the wealthiest 1% are the parasites right now, which, by the way, do you know how much money Americans gave to charity last year alone?
$25
Charities
and 49 cents.
Just ever so slightly higher than that. Now, this isn't from government either. I'm not talking about foreign aid. I'm talking about from the people of this country, people and businesses.
All right, $35.
$35?
$35.49.
We're so close now. I mean, we're always hearing how the richest 1% doesn't give to anybody. They're selfish bastards, right? They only care about themselves. And obviously, this number isn't just from the wealthiest Americans. It's from
everyone.
But a big portion of it certainly is. But last year, Americans gave a record-breaking $592 billion in charity.
Wow.
Almost $600 billion. That is more than all other nations on Earth combined. Combined from the stingy, racist, hateful, nasty Americans. Almost $600 billion. And is KSTP in Minneapolis covering that? No. They're talking about the Somalis and how much they contribute to our society. Okay, got it. Oh, I'm sorry about the white supremacist sign I just threw up there. Sorry about that.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Man. Got some tweets here. Paco D tweets, I still don't trust the FBI. Oh, wow.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say something like that?
I mean, they're working hard. They're working hard to re-earn your trust.
Dang hard. 25,000. I mean, it's not as many arrests as I thought it was, you know.
Yeah, well.
But still, that's a lot.
Still, yeah.
25,000. From Giblets, their white privilege allows them to block the trash pickup and postal delivery.
Thank you.
Okay, well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
so don't worry about it.
He's white.
He's white.
Chuck Shazam Bartowski, excuse me, it's ma'am. It's ma'am. That's what Brian, the J6 bomber suspect, is saying.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
It is ma'am.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a ma'am. And then Muffer Squish saying the FBI is out there crushing fentanyl is poor phrasing on Patel's part.
That was strange.
Yeah, that is a little weird. Yeah, just a tad. All right, so we get to Representative Pramila Jayapal on immigrants because, we're praising immigrants.
Yeah, we're a nation built by immigrants. Thank you very much.
Yes, and here she is.
Majority of Americans across the country, regardless of political party, know that immigrants from all over the world, Somalia, India, wherever they're from, Latin America, Africa, that immigrants have built this country and make this.
That's all there is.
No.
You don't need any more of that.
No. Indians and
South
Pakistanis and Africans,
Somalians,
Latinos.
Fabric of America.
All built this country.
Yeah, on the backs of call centers. Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I guess Americans,
No.
White people had nothing to do
Correct.
with it. We just sat back and watched while they built it.
So I played that yesterday sitting at the house, and I was sitting at my usual workspace, and my father-in-law, who lives with us, is sitting across the, drinking a cup of coffee, and I played that, and he's like, who the hell was that? It was white Europeans that built this country. What is she talking about?
Wow, is your father-in-law
I know.
racist?
That's when
xenophobe.
That's when I told him he needed to shut the hell up.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing
I
that.
played the clip again, so he heard it better this time.
And those who don't know, your father-in-law is Latino, correct?
No. That was the mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But he's not racist. Obviously, he was married to a Latino, so tough to make that out of it.
That is true.
I'm getting tired of this, though.
I know.
Jeez. Just punched and kicked where we live.
Every day.
Every day. Just they're trying to jam this down the throats of Americans that just average American people had nothing to do with what America became and who built it.
I know.
Come on. I don't know if I can get through. Oh, are we done with Jayapal? Is that everything she said that was worth listening to?
Oh, then you're
of course
gonna.
that wasn't worth listening to, but I'm really going to hate this Richard Gere clip.
Yeah, you are.
Because this guy is a total turd.
The entire planet has fallen off a cliff into the stupid zone. Where I don't even know what's going on anymore. This is a small planet. We have to work together and live together, and we can do that. The bad guys exploit the illusion of differences.
Okay.
Do you really think these refugees and immigrants are different than us? Do you really believe what these clowns like Trump, Orban, Netanyahu, Putin, do you really believe what these guys say?
Good gosh.
Or do you look at your heart and you go, wow, no, the world isn't like that. It's all there. If we can remove the stupid stuff that most of these bad guy leaders are dumping on us.
All right.
Get rid of that.
Do you want another fine actor?
Oh man.
You want actors in the world.
I'm just so tired of actors who have taken time off from raping each other to sit down at a table and bash Americans.
Oh.
am sick of it.
Cut 26, John Lithgow.
I mean, the moral clarity of Richard freaking Gere. That's the guy we're supposed to be listening to about what's wrong here.
I mean, he's Buddhist, right?
Yes. And I mean, he moved. They tried to make a big deal about him moving to Spain, but it was really because the wife wanted to move there.
Oh, okay.
If you read all the stories,
he's trying to get some street cred with the left, saying, "Look, I ran from Trump.
I went to Spain. Yeah, well, you still have that property in New York. Yeah, but that was just if I have to come back to work. That's all.
Is that right?
Okay.
Wow.
But John Lithgow, he tells us how J.B. Pritzker is his hero.
I would not mind doing a send-up of Trump. You know, I think he's a wonderful object of satire. In fact, I've written satirical poetry books.
Have you, John?
Trump and his entire crazy world from his first term. Things are getting so grave, it's getting harder and harder to make fun of the subject without feeling like you're normalizing it. I think it's time for the voice of J.B. Pritzker.
Governor of Illinois. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, my. He's your best. Yep.
He suddenly emerged, I mean, literally in the last 3 days, as a full-throated, resonant voice. Equally angry at Republicans and Democrats. Angry at Democrats because they're not fighting hard enough.
Yeah.
And I think he's suddenly my hero.
How worried are you about where America is right now?
Very worried about it.
Very worried.
I think it's a critical moment for democracy on the most basic level.
We're not a democracy, John. Maybe you should realize that, and then you wouldn't be quite so scared as you apparently are. Wow.
I don't know the poetry in the book, but he does have one, Trumpty Dumpty wanted a crown.
Oh, boy.
Is his verses for
that's really good.
despotic age.
How did you come up with that?
Can you read
I don't know.
Sheer genius there. How long is it?
Yeah, well, that's a book. I don't
the name of the book is Trumpty Dumpty
wanted a crown.
I'm printing one of his poems that is 8 pages long, so give me 1 second.
Geez. I bet you that's even better. The longer ones are even better than just the short ones.
Yeah. You know it's special when it's 8 pages long.
Oh, my gosh. You didn't finish the title of that book. Trumpty Dumpty wanted a crown. Verses for a despotic age. This is...
Wow.
Dumpty's Dream.
Dumpty's Dream.
At the crack of dawn in Washington, first Wednesday of the year. It already sucks. I'm not reading this.
You're not reading it?
Not reading this whole thing. Not doing it.
Thank you. Thank you for sparing us there. Then we get Jake Tapper.
We did that one, yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, so that's the fraud in Minnesota.
Right.
This is a fun video that was sent my way. You got to hear about Somali fraud happening in other parts of America as well. This chick is awesome.
Come see Columbus, Ohio, fraud investigators. If you go to the government-assisted housing areas, you will find that most of the housing is Somalians. I would say about 80% of the government-assisted housing in Columbus is occupied by Somalians. And the parking lot is occupied with a whole bunch of brand new cars.
Yep.
And the women walking around have designer purses with EBT cards, and they have Apple iPhones stuck up in their hijabs. Yeah. And then go to the businesses that are owned by the men. Because see, what happens is when you have a restaurant or when you have a little corner store and you have a couple of wives and you only have to claim one, then that means the other wives get EBT cards. And you can use those EBT cards to buy food for your store or your restaurant.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Yeah. Or what you can do is you can get a home health aid company. And then you only hire Somalians to work the home health aid.
Yeah,
and what you do is you just make sure their paperwork looks right. It don't have to be right, but you just make sure it looks right. And then you send them off for those home health aid jobs. Y'all don't want to talk about fraud.
Thank you.
And by the way, if you're just listening, that was a black woman. And so you can't call her a racist because black people can't be racist.
No,
Thank you.
So just want to make that clear.
Her world is being affected as well.
Right?
Yep. Welcome to it.
Yes. Thank you for noticing and sharing that with the rest of us.
Yes.
I bet we don't know the tip of the iceberg of this problem.
That is the tip of the iceberg. That's happening nationwide. Nationwide. That's why they're so pissed about the you said money, all of it. That money, all of that should be cut off. And that's what they should do to Minnesota. Obviously, they need to be doing it in Ohio. Just cut off the federal funds. Stop the money flow. Then you'll see. Then what bubbles up.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is an interesting problem, too. The Inspector General, responsible for scrutinizing U.S. reconstruction efforts in Afghanistan, just detailed the billions of dollars wasted by the U.S. government during the 20-year war in Afghanistan. And he concluded that the arsenal of U.S.-provided military weaponry we left behind, if you remember, that has now formed the core of the Taliban's military machine.
Huh.
Neat.
Isn't that fun?
That's interesting.
So I'm glad for that too. And then we allow, all their citizens into our country. How many was it initially? Was it 77,000?
Yeah.
I think. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. All right. Let me tell you about Jay's case, because this month is all about giving. It's been a long year, very unpredictable. So at Christmas time, you can give the gift of health, safety, and peace of mind. Told you about the Jay's case before, but as you think about gifts that truly matter, let me remind you of the Jay's case emergency medications and prescription antibiotics, all in one, ready-to-use case that's shipped to your home so you're in control and prepared ahead of time. But there's also some other great kits to fit your needs, like the Jay's Daily. That's a 12-month supply of everyday medications, so you're prepared in case of shortages or supply chain issues, natural disasters, whatever comes up. Jay's Aid has 3 levels of tactical first aid kits, and then you can get the ivermectin there. 4 different ways to get it, so you're always set and prepared. Right now, you can easily give the gift of real emergency preparedness with 20% off the Jay's gift cards. This sale is so popular that the doctors at Jay's decided to extend it, but only for a limited time. So don't miss out. Do it now. Give the gift that really matters. Enter the promo code PAT when you check out for a discount on your order. That's promo code PAT at jace.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
I mean, we have been hearing about so much fraud and waste lately, haven't we?
Yep.
The GAO reported this week about rampant fraud and systemic failures in the Affordable Care Act. That's being taken advantage of. 100% fraud in Obama's Affordable Care Act. Among the findings, every application submitted by investigators using fabricated or invalid Social Security numbers was approved. All of them last year that were submitted were approved. Is that amazing?
Yeah, and we wouldn't hear any of this without the Trump administration being in office and the efforts of DOJ, and I mean that we have so much to thank for that. Just even if they don't do anything to stop it, at least we now are aware of it.
Yeah.
But, at least it's being stopped temporarily, but it'll all creep back in. It'll be.
Is it being stopped temporarily?
Yeah, that's what I say. It's not. They didn't,
I'm asking because I don't think it is.
And you don't even believe it as it's coming out your mouth. You realize,
you're like,
no,
I should probably finish the sentence now.
That's not a thing.
No, and it's a temporary stop, right? Because they didn't codify it into a budget or make it a permanent thing. It was just found. Yeah, you're right. We're screwed. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Cool.
So Stephen A. Smith was on The View
he's a
yesterday.
guest on The View.
He was with the Coven. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I bet that was fun.
Yeah, I don't know how much of this clip you're going to
Do we have the entire show that we can watch? Or
Gosh, I hope so. Wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
Oh, wait, you guys wanted the
Sit and
full
enjoy
show?
that together.
I just got this little clip from
I think
you
copyright
guys.
prevents that from happening, so we can't do that.
Well, I'm sure this will be a good clip that'll encapsulate it perfectly for us, right?
Okay.
Here you go.
Trump is claiming that he aced the cognitive test.
Just joy?
Even though he's going on late-night Truth Social tirades, in the middle of the night he's texting and calling Governor Walz a name that we don't use anymore. It's a disability. He's attacking female reporters as piggy and ugly. He's falling asleep in the middle of a meeting. I mean, I said yesterday that Marco Rubio is boring, but not that boring that he would fall asleep. So what do you think's going on with him?
Trump is being Trump.
Really? There's nothing cognitively wrong there?
Well, I'm not saying whether there is or isn't. What I'm saying is 77 million people don't care. They voted for him. And those same 77 million people
Is it still that number?
They would do it. Well, you could say that it is or isn't, but the point is he's the president of the United States. Despite the onslaught of stuff that was coming his way, he knocked off folks, and the Democrats let him because they weren't on their game. Now you have to look at, because obviously he's not going to circumvent the 22nd Amendment, which will enable him to run for a third term. So now you're talking about J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is considered the adult in the room, the Secretary of State, National Defense, the National Security Advisor. You got J.D. Vance, he's the Vice President, but he seems more Trump-ish in terms of how he conducts himself and how he's willing to go after people. So who is Trump going to support? One of the things that I talked about on my show was that I said, don't fall for it. Look at what Trump is doing. Trump is positioning himself to remain in power even if he isn't the president. Yeah. He wants to make sure he maintains that level of influence. And so because of when you see what he's done with the Honduras president, letting him out pardon him, even though the man is alleged to assist in funneling 400 tons of cocaine into the United States.
He was serving 45 years.
He was serving 45 years, absolutely. And you let him out in the same breath. You're bombing people in the Caribbean for the very thing that you said was a problem.
Well, let's talk about the bombing.
He's doing what he's doing, but in the end, what it comes down to is that you're going to have to beat him because he is going to make sure he dictates who his successor is going to be.
If he stays awake.
Anticipate he's going to be awake.
My friend,
if he stays awake, that's your retort. Ooh, that was powerful. You got it.
And it just blew the audience away too. They
sure did.
Loved it.
He stays awake. And I love how they edited clips together of him resting his eyes to make it look like it was this long
extended period.
Yep. Okay, I haven't seen this Ilhan Omar because he was talking about Democrats weren't on their game. So she's got a plan for Democrats? I haven't seen this clip 16?
Yes, she is speaking, and I'm not sure where she's speaking at. But this is.
You all know that Democrats are in the minority in the House and in the Senate, and that drastically reduces our power.
Yeah, this is
different. If we were in the majority, here's what we would be doing.
Okay, what are you
doing?
doing?
We'd be holding non-stop oversight hearings about what the Trump administration is doing. Carrying out investigations into the corruption and the abuses of power and illegal actions. We would be holding Trump appointees in contempt of Congress when they lie under oath and violate the Constitution. And trust me when I say this, we would be suing Trump for stealing congressional authority, especially spending power.
Just deport this woman. All right, I got it. Just deport her. This is ridiculous. It's insane. She lied. She committed fraud. I mean, she needs to be deported. Period. You can't marry your brother to keep him in this country. You can't do that. That's against the law. And she completely has gotten away with it up until this point. More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
With some tweets here. Sarah Barrett tweets, I love how all these actors who live behind gated communities and can hire private security, how they want to dictate how we live. Yeah, that's for sure. Fury and Energy tweets, I don't know why celebrities are particularly susceptible to believing falsehoods with such conviction. They aren't just normie, useful idiots. They fervently believe the wildly false things they say. There's some psychological thing here. I'm certain of it. Yeah, it's like a mass hysteria in Hollywood. And they all hang out together and they all talk about it together. And so they all become like-minded.
Yes.
It's kind of like Washington, D.C.
Yes, absolutely. It is just like that. And they all listen to the same shows.
Right.
They all do the same podcasts.
Yep.
And they all just yap to each other.
And they don't get outside that little bubble.
Right.
And so they just firmly believe in all of this garbage.
But not every actor or actress.
Yeah, it's true.
But,
I mean, just about, though.
But those actors are not inside that bubble.
Okay,
for the most part.
So how about this one? How about Halle Berry and her take on California?
Halle.
Back in my great state of California, my very own governor, Gavin Newsom, has vetoed our menopause bill. Not one, but 2 years in a row. But that's okay, because he's not going to be governor forever. And with the way he's overlooked women, half the population, by devaluing us in midlife, he probably should not be our next president either.
Oh, you got that right.
That's for sure.
I don't know if it's all about the menopause bill.
It is. But she's pissed. She's really pissed about that. I mean, that's her big. That's her big thing, and she's she's been through it and she's fighting for it. And don't disregard us during our time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not Halle. And I know I'm sure you're like every other housewife across America, falling apart during menopause.
Well, look at
her. Just told you. Look
That's
at her.
what I mean. That's what I mean.
Clearly,
just like
coming
every
apart
other
at the seams.
She is. Menopause hit her hard.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You look at Halle Berry and you think, wow. Menopause?
Yes.
Yep. She's going through it.
She's going right through it.
Struggling.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We got this from Michelle Untethered. How much security does Richard Gere have to protect his home, property, and himself from all the kind illegal immigrants? I'm sure none. I'm sure none. I'm sure you can just walk
his
right.
gate is right open.
Right into his yard, probably walk right up his stairs into his house, and he wouldn't mind.
No, he'd be happy with it.
Yeah, he'd be great with that. That'd be perfect. Should try it sometime. See what happens. I bet he'd just invite you in for tea.
Definitely.
It'd be great for you.
You guys could probably feed gerbils together.
Gosh.
All right. No, come on, Fisher.
That's a creation of Scott Shannon, actually, which is fun. All right. So apparently, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz doesn't like being called retarded.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This creates danger.
Yeah, listen to this.
And I'll tell you what, in my time on this, I'd never seen this before. People driving by my house and using the R word.
The R word.
This is shameful. And I have yet to see an elected official, a Republican elected official, say, you're right, that's shameful. He should not say it. So look, I'm worried. We know how these things go.
It's true,
they start
bro.
with taunts, they turn to violence. So deeply concerned.
It starts with taunts and they turn to violence. I thought we should revisit, because we've done this before. It wasn't that long ago, because he always loves to stick his head out and be like,
he acts like he's Mr. Peace.
Yes.
And love and togetherness. Come on.
Let's see this. Go ahead, play this.
Think of how easy it would be to be a damn Republican. Oh, what should I wear today? This stupid freaking red hat.
Wow.
What should I say today? I don't know. Just make sure it's cruel. Who do we listen to? That guy. Oh, the felon in the White House? Yeah, listen to him and that will be fine.
Oh, here comes the violence.
And my record is so pro-choice, Nancy Pelosi asked me if I should tone it down. I stand with Planned Parenthood, and we won.
You said earlier that the ICE agents under the orders of President Trump are a modern-day Gestapo. Do you realize how disgusting a phrase that is, considering the history of Nazi Germany? Would you like to recant that statement?
What I said, Congressman, and I have a long history of supporting law enforcement, I said President Trump was using them as his modern-day Gestapo.
Right.
I'm not going to say that.
That was the point.
I don't think any of us can. I'm getting called out on this because I called Donald Trump a wannabe dictator.
Oh.
It's because he is.
Oh.
It's because he is.
That seems worse than retard, though.
Oh.
Because he is.
The governor's being mean, and the governor's speaking out on that. Well, maybe it's time for us to be a little meaner. Maybe it's time for us to be a little more fierce.
This guy has mental problems.
Because
he does. It's terrible.
We have to ferociously push back on this.
What?
And again, I'll speak to my teacher colleagues here.
Next comes violence,
The
right?
thing that bothers a teacher more than anything is to watch a bully, to watch this bully, and to stop it.
And
when it's a child,
tell us what to do.
You talk to them, and you tell them why bullying's wrong.
All right.
But when it's adult like Donald Trump, you bully the out of him back. You push back.
I could code talk to white guys watching football fixing their truck.
First of all, we don't speak in code. We're not aliens. Second of all, I might recommend to the governor that if your first move at a political event is to go right to the jazz hands, maybe you're not speaking the correct language, that you think you're speaking perhaps a different dialect, but this was maybe the dumbest analysis of the 2024 election I'd ever seen. I mean, we know why he was chosen. Because she couldn't pick the correct choice because he was Jewish. Let's be honest. She should have picked the governor of Pennsylvania, and her party wouldn't let her do it.
Yeah.
So she ends up picking this camouflage hat-wearing buffoon that comes from your state.
Love that.
Who I am convinced actually cost her votes, but I am more than glad was on the ticket so that J.D. Vance could kick his ass at the debate.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Why do you think it
really
is?
Good. Wow.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. So
I mean, Tim Walz.
People are driving by his house yelling "retard."
Oh well. I don't.
Do you know how painful that is?
Well, people are driving by Trump's house yelling "dictator."
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe that's true.
I mean, it's probably happened a time or two. I wouldn't be surprised. But are you outside your house listening to everybody who drives by, or is your house? Are your walls that thin?
No. Recall, they leave their windows open.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because
She
remember,
was smelling
because
the
the
fires.
wife was smelling the burning of the buildings in Minneapolis, and she loved that stuff.
She sure did.
She loved smelling people's property and livelihoods going up in smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, she was happy about that.
I'm telling you, those two are mental.
Yeah, they are.
Mental.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Wow.
But hey, he's not vice president.
Thank heaven.
So,
Can you imagine to have the two of them in office right now?
Oh. Yeah, every time Trump pisses you off about something, anytime you get upset at Donald Trump, just remember.
Just remember, you could have had and Tard.
Yep. It's true. And speaking of Josh Shapiro, whom she didn't pick because he's Jewish, did you see what he said about her book? He accused Vice President Kamala Harris of telling blatant lies to write her post-campaign memoir.
What?
Yeah, and cover her ass, is what he said. Tim Alberta, a reporter, described Shapiro as between outrage and exasperation as I relayed the excerpts about him from Harris's book. She accused Shapiro of taking over the conversation when he was interviewed to be her running mate, allegedly insisting on being in the room for every decision. And Shapiro says she wrote that in the book because he hasn't read the book. I don't blame him. Surprisingly, I haven't either.
Oh, wow.
I haven't either. Yeah. But he was really surprised. And he says, that's complete bull crap is what I'll use. I can tell you that her accounts are just blatant lies. Alberta also told Shapiro about some of the questions Harris recounted him asking during the interview, including about the size of the vice president's Naval Observatory home and if the governor could loan Pennsylvania art for the residents. Shapiro defended himself and said that anyone would ask questions if someone was talking to you about forming a partnership and working together. When asked if he felt betrayed, he snapped, apparently. He said, I mean, she's trying to sell books and cover her anus. He said, I shouldn't say cover her anus. I think that's not appropriate. She's trying to sell books, period. So there's a little trouble.
Yeah, a little animosity.
A little animosity there.
No doubt about it. And there should be.
There should. There should.
Because he was ready to go to the mat.
And you know what? I think he would have helped her.
He would have.
I'm really glad she didn't pick him.
Yeah.
And instead took the buffoon that is Tim Walz.
Yeah. James Comer, by the way, has launched an investigation against both Tim Walz and Keith Ellison on the fraud going on in Minnesota.
Okay, good.
So we'll see if this goes anywhere.
They were there overseeing it the whole time.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And it's being reported that there were plenty of red flags that they should have caught. Walz is trying to blame it on his state Senate and Congress people. They can all fight amongst themselves, but that's why I was saying they need to just stop the money flow.
You got a quick Fat Five?
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
You can share with us?
Sure.
All right.
Let's. We've talked about this. Mayor-elect Mamdani, Zamboni, who vowed to honor an international criminal court arrest warrant for Benjamin Netanyahu if he came to New York City. Netanyahu took part in a deal book summit at Lincoln Center this week, and he had this to say.
And it sounds a little something like.
So.
No, I can't even imagine what it sounds like.
I'll come to New York.
There, okay.
Okay.
And that was my question. Would you come to New York, given what the mayor has said about arresting you?
Yes, of course I will.
No.
And you will test that? Fun. I mean, what is the thought about how that would work?
Well, why don't you wait and see? Yes, I'll come to New York. Okay.
Oh.
Would you want to talk to him, by the way?
Well, you know, if he changes his mind and says that we have the right to exist, that'll be a good opening for a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It could get fun.
And you know he's going to test that. You know he is. He's going to come to a UN assembly.
Yep.
And dare him to.
Absolutely.
And I'm guessing his security attachment won't allow that to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many layers to go through. It's not like you're just going to walk up to Benjamin Netanyahu and say,
put him under arrest.
Right. You have the right to remain silent.
Seriously, I think you force Mamdani's hand on day one.
Yeah, I do too.
I think you celebrate the new year, Benjamin Netanyahu, in New York City. Mm-hmm. And I think the swearing in is at noon on January 1st. And you just hang around the city very publicly, going to Times Square, just being a tourist, and just making sure everyone knows that you're out there. And then make him do this.
He will get arrested then.
Make him do that immediately. Yeah. Oh, at 12:01. The term begins at 12:01 a.m. I want to see you at the ball drop.
He would get arrested then. But if he comes to town just for the UN, and the whole entire UN is there with their security and his security.
I don't think he gets arrested under any circumstances.
I don't know about that. I think Mamdani would try to pull it off.
He's even dumber than I think he is if he would actually do that.
12:01 a.m. January
international
1st.
Incident. He's talking international law. You want to talk about an international incident?
I know.
That would spark one.
And make him do it as his first official act.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Be at Times Square on Jan 1.
This headline makes me look forward to the upcoming headlines coming to the news near you very soon. The actual headline, Waymo begins testing self-driving vehicles in Philadelphia. Good luck with that. Look for the headline coming, Waymo self-driving cars attacked in Philly. Waymo decides against servicing in Philadelphia after cars go missing. So you can write your own possible headlines, but that's coming soon. They also launched manned cars in Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and St. Louis to collect road data. So we'll see how that goes. But in Philly, they're going to go driverless. Have fun. We've seen robots in Philadelphia get taken out before. So that's fun. You may need to dry your eyes for this, Pat. ESPN's Paul Feinbaum. He was deeply moved by so many people in Alabama who've reached out encouraging him to run for the United States Senate. Remember, and he was going to, the murder of Charlie Kirk deeply affected him, and he wanted to run for Senate in Alabama.
Yeah.
It's being reported now. He's decided not to do that.
Oh, no, really?
I know.
Oh,
I know.
It's a darn
sad
shame
for the state of Alabama.
It sure is.
And the world. Just doggone it.
He was going to run as a Republican, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. He's a registered Republican, which he was off the air a couple of days on the ESPN and one of their YouTube channels, and that was just a coincidence. It had nothing to do with that. I was going to run for Senate, and I'm a registered Republican comments on it. Sure, I mean, they just coincided with each other, but it had nothing to do with it, man. Don't even think that. How dare you? So apparently we have breaking news this morning. Netflix has won the bidding war for Warner Brothers Discovery that they are claiming is going to reshape Hollywood. The streaming wars, I guess, just ended. Deadline is reporting that Netflix has emerged victorious in the bidding war. Discovery offering $28 a share, mostly in cash, $5 billion breakup fee if the deal falls apart. Exclusive talks to finalize the acquisition. Netflix gets Warner Brothers Studios, HBO Max, DC Comics, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, the entire HBO library, Warner Brothers television and theatrical distribution worldwide, decades of iconic IP from Batman to Looney Tunes to The Sopranos. Holy cow.
When you as we were talking about a while ago off the air, when you think back to how Netflix began so humbly,
They expected you to return that DVD, Pat.
They mail you a DVD and you watch it for 2 or 3 days.
And then return it.
And then you send it back to them.
And then they'll send you another one in the queue.
Yep.
Just make sure you update your queue.
No late fees.
No late fees.
No late fees.
Look at what has exploded since then. Wow. Netflix is probably one of the most valuable American companies there is.
Absolutely.
And they just paid $82.7 billion for Warner. That's amazing.
Incredible.
So they got a little bit of change back from their $83 billion bill.
And they bought it in
that's
cash. That's the amazing
Yeah,
part.
some of these companies have billions in cash. We've showed the charts.
Apple does.
We've showed the charts of the cash holdings of these companies.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It's nice.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame modern era semifinalists have been released for the class of 2026 for quarterbacks, and you see on this the highlighted Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers, Frank Gore, Larry Fitzgerald, Jason Witten are all new first time on the list.
Drew Brees absolutely belongs.
Yeah, he'll get in. So does Eli Manning. We talked about that the other day.
Yeah. Is Eli even on it? I don't see him on that.
Yes, he's one of the quarterbacks because this is his second year to be able to be available for it. I would say that Adam Vinatieri didn't get in last year either as his first time. He should have been in too.
There's not very many kickers in.
No, there's not. And my gosh, that guy kicked for years. He was a monster.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and there's no number. The Hall of Fame, the NFL Hall of Fame, they go from 4 to 8 usually every year. So we'll find out. We'll find out exactly, who gets it. Don't forget this weekend. It's a big weekend. Not only do you have the Powerball drawing on Saturday for $820 million, $383.5 million cash payout. The drawing takes place at 10:59 Eastern. That should be the college conference championship should be wrapped up about that. And so a nice way to end the day, even if your team didn't win.
I don't have to worry about that.
A nice way to end the day would be, win the Powerball.
Pat, only 2 pure kickers inducted into the
Jan
Pro Football.
Stitterud
Yes, sir.
is one of them.
And one of the greatest speeches of all time at the Pro Football Hall of Fame was
I don't know.
Morton Anderson.
Okay,
just a few years ago.
Morton Anderson
would not have come up with that one.
I would not either. That's the end. That is your Fat Five. Now's a good time to subscribe to Blaze TV.
It is.
Do so by going to blazetv.com/Pat.
Yeah.
blazetv.com/Pat. Save $20 off an annual subscription.
Okay.
Right now, I don't know. It's a limited time. I don't know how long it's going to last. So blazetv.com/Pat. Get you $20 off an annual right now.
If you're looking for something really meaningful to do this Christmas, how about giving the gift of life? And that's contributing to Preborn. That's where they introduce mothers to the life, the human life, the baby that is growing inside of them. And they do that with a free ultrasound that shows the mother, the expectant mother, just what is inside her womb.
Amazing.
It's life. And we all know that because we all hung up all of our ultrasounds, put them on the refrigerator, show them to your friends and family members. It's huge. And it changes their mind. It increases the chance by at least double that they're going to choose life at that particular point. It's just $28. And right now, your donation to Preborn is doubled through matching funds. It's really a great time to give. It's Christmas. We're talking about life. It's so important when we're, this whole season is about the birth of a child. So through this matching grant, right now, whatever you give is going to be doubled. So dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Pat.
Join the conversation online at Pat Unleashed. Pat Gray will return after this. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Got some tweets here.
Colonel Casey's Desert Eagle tweets, Dems have called Republicans fascist, parasites, Nazis, extremists, radical, misogynist, authoritarian, weird, creepy, controlling, deplorables, elitist, bitter clingers, garbage, racist, homophobic, xenophobic, cult members, white supremacists, etc. But tell us about name-calling. Tim Walz? Yeah, what was that? What was that happened to you that was so
People
awful?
driving by my house and using the R word.
Oh, not the R. Rerun?
Rerun.
Are they screaming rerun when they go by your... What R word?
Reruns.
Return.
Return. Probably that.
Robots.
Router. Maybe they're telling him about his router.
I didn't.
Maybe it's not working very well.
Stupid and idiot had an R in it. But, okay.
Or maybe they say Riz, the new word, Riz.
Oh yeah.
And that means
you got game.
Okay.
There's no way that happens.
No way. They're not saying that to him.
So it's not that R word then.
No. Pretty sure you can cross that one right off the list. Benjamin S. Flensborg tweets, psychopaths are real, and that seems to be well-founded in the Democrats.
Yeah.
Sure does. Tamara B., Kamala Harris needs a VP pick that was dumber than her.
She needed one, yeah.
She needed, probably a past tense
She couldn't
kind of
pick
thing
the
there.
Jewish guy. We covered this. I mean, she couldn't pick the Jewish guy. She couldn't pick the gay guy.
Huh?
That's why she picked Tim Walz.
Yeah.
So instead she picked a gay guy.
Right.
Yeah,
No, she
the R
picked a
word.
guy
Right, that's what I said. She
that
picked a gay guy.
represents a male.
No, she picked a gay guy.
No.
And he's a manly man.
Thank you.
Have you not been listening to
Coaches
him?
football.
He coaches football. He's a hunter. He fixes his car. He's a teacher.
Tutor kids from China.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
So pathetic. To have him as vice president of the United States would be something I just couldn't bear. I would have had to leave the country. I'd be in Ireland with Rosie. Except she wouldn't be there.
No, you'd be
wouldn't be
renting
there.
the house that she's currently in. And another timeline, you're in Rosie's house.
And I don't know that you want to be in Ireland, man. That place is a nightmare, too.
Great Britain is done. We talked about that yesterday. I mean, what has happened to Great Britain and their laws about, what was it they called the crime that the woman committed when she used the
digital communication harassment?
Malice communication or something, and they arrested her for it. Because she texted it to a friend.
The judge is busy throwing a teacher in jail because he won't bend the knee to the trans community.
Yeah.
So,
right.
I mean,
done.
Oh, yeah, that's another one. You're right. Yep.
Done.
You can't even pray in your head.
No, that's right.
And they're reporting now. That they are looking to get the religious aspect out of their laws. So that'll be great. That's even better.
Yeah,
that's even better.
Yeah.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome. 888-933-93. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Was the weather guy, whether he was a meteorologist or just a weather person that we played yesterday, was that on Overtime or was that?
No, that
on Unleashed?
was on the regular show.
Was it the regular show? Yeah.
That had me steamed all day.
Sorry about that. Yesterday.
I could not shake it. I thought about it all day. Pissed me off so much.
Can I just say that there are certain clips that we pull for the show that you think, Pat's not going to make it through this clip. Pat's not going to. And when I pulled that one, I said to myself, Pat's going to really enjoy this. And I meant in a going off on him way. Sorry, I didn't know you were going to take your words
all
back
day.
with
I
you.
couldn't even. I was still thinking of it last night. I had a heck of a time getting to sleep.
This is why rage bait was the word of the year.
Oh wow, that's exactly right.
One of the words of the year.
You're right,
because that is rage bait.
So what I'm hearing is you want to hear it again.
If you have it,
I have it, Pat.
All right.
This winter may be the coldest and snowiest we've had for a while.
Pause it for a second right there. Okay, so you're thinking, all right, good. This is going to be an explanation on how catastrophic global warming is garbage, right?
Yes.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Here's why. Have you heard about the blob in the North Pacific yet? So the blob is a marine heat wave. Ocean water temperatures are way above average, expanding about 5,000 miles from Japan through Alaska. Now, the ocean is warming and absorbing most of the CO2 and the energy from human-caused climate change. And that's a big reason why Japan had its hottest summer on record for the third consecutive year. So what does the warm water mean? So it creates an area of high
pressure. Creates an area of high pressure.
And that's a big reason why Japan had its hottest summer on record for the third consecutive year. So what does the warm water mean? So it creates an area of high pressure which nudges the jet stream. It ridges to the north across western North America. And then downstream, that means the jet stream dips to the south. So that opens the door for more cold blasts and more low pressure systems to make its way across the Midwest and across the Great Lakes. And we also have a weak La Nina developing, and that leads to the same outcome.
Pause it. We've always had La Nina. El Nino. La Nina, that's always been there. And he's acting like it's something new.
Right.
And this has never happened before. None of this has ever happened. It's happened repeatedly.
Unprecedented, Pat.
I can't take it.
All right, let him go.
See how far we can get through this thing.
Are comparing this winter outlook to the winter setup that we had in 2013 to
sweater,
2014. It was a similar setup, and that year Chicago had its third coldest winter with 25 days, 0 degrees or below zero, and the coldest was minus 16. That winter was also the third snowiest winter with over 67 inches of snow just from December through February. Had 82 inches of snow from November through April. And this is coming off of last winter when it was the least snowiest winter we've had in nearly 90 years.
Snowy,
and the winter before that was the fifth warmest on record. So even if we don't hit the kind of numbers that we had 12 years ago, even an average winter would feel really cold. Now that we've gotten accustomed to
because
these
of
warm and
climate change,
less snowy winters.
Okay, I can't take it anymore. It must be nice to have every single weather occurrence imaginable be caused by the exact same thing.
Yes.
Climate change. How naive do you have to be to buy into this? How stupid do you have to be to say, well, yeah, if it's cold, it's global warming. If it's warm, it's global warming. If it snows, it's global warming. If it doesn't snow, global warming. If it floods, global warming.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
If there's drought, well, then that is obviously
that's
global warming.
That's literally the next thing he says.
Exactly.
In the clip.
We should probably... Do we still have it there? Is it cute to that part? Because, yes, we should let him say that. Because it's unreal.
Exactly what we did yesterday. This winter. Climate change can impact different weather patterns, which means everything under the sun.
Everything under the sun.
Drought, cold snaps, heat waves, blizzards. So if you've missed the snow that we haven't seen over recent winters, maybe this is your year.
I don't know who you are, but
unreal.
It sure is.
There is absolutely no weather condition.
Right.
Even if these patterns have existed for the 4 billion years this planet has existed, there's no occurrence that isn't climate change.
Right.
People are suffering. People are dying.
Ugh.
Wow.
So what happens? Like, tell me.
And that's that's been pushed down our throats for years.
If it's a perfect day,
then that's global warming.
What causes it? Wait, what?
Yeah, climate change.
Yeah.
It's climate change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you, retarded? It's climate change.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, what the hell?
What part of this don't you get, D? You can't. A lot of it. You can't win the argument.
You cannot win
because everything means the same thing.
Yes.
Climate change, which makes this story all the more fascinating from Nature. Nature magazine just retracted a catastrophic climate change study.
Oh,
because there were so many mistakes in it. Is that great? The study was retracted Wednesday.
Yes, thank you.
After a team of economists found significant flaws in the data, according to the New York Times. The study, released in April 2024 by researchers at the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research, found that climate change would not only cost the global economy $38 trillion by 2049, but also slash the global economic output 62% by the year 2100. And I'll tell you, I'm so worried about 2100 right now. I can't even sleep at night because, well, none of us are going to be here. But still,
it's coming.
But they had to retract their fear-mongering paper.
Right. Yeah, because they called it catastrophic, and it was going to destroy economies all over the world.
But there was some inconsistencies with some of the data.
The authors acknowledged that these changes are too substantial for a correction. The retraction had to happen. So there were such big mistakes in their study, they had to completely pull it. The reliability of the data and methodology presented in this manuscript is currently in question. Yeah, just like with all this garbage.
Yes.
This has happened I don't know how many times, and they never talk about it because they want to continue to beat us over the head with this stuff.
It's strange because normally maybe nature would just make it go away.
Right.
Just take it off the website. Just take it down.
Yeah.
Just go away.
It's interesting. Nature does that same thing. Do you remember the? Do you remember the oil slick? Was it in the? It was in the Gulf of America, I believe, and it kind of floated out into the middle of the ocean.
Correct. I believe it was the Gulf of Mexico at the time.
At the time, yeah.
At the time, right? But I'm not going to detonate the Gulf of America.
No, you don't do that here, sir.
Come on.
What are you doing? Dead naming it? Don't do that. Don't do that, Jeffy. I'm sorry.
That's not tolerated.
That was the clip where
beneath you.
Obama said, "I got to know whose ass to kick."
Right. It was the BP spill.
Yeah.
And so it drifted out there, and they were really worried about this gigantic oil slick that was going to kill whales and sharks and all manner of sea life.
We had video footage of it just bubbling up underneath the bottom of the ocean.
Right. And they showed us
forever.
They showed us the aerial, and it was a gigantic slick. What, a few weeks later, completely gone.
What happened to the
What happened to the oil slick? It's not even there anymore. We thought we were going to have to go out and clean this up. The Earth, nature, took care of it.
Wow.
You know how much oil pours into the ocean every day? And not because of us, but because it comes out of the Earth. And the Earth deals with it.
Yep, it does what the Earth does.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Seriously, I mean,
it's almost like it was planned this way.
It is almost like it was.
Yeah,
it is.
It's almost like
carbon emissions also trap heat. Today's report shows oceans have absorbed 90% of that heat, raising ocean temperatures by half a degree.
But,
had all that heat gone into the atmosphere, air temperatures could have risen by more than 200 degrees.
And you don't want that. You don't want the Earth to be 200 degrees hotter.
No, you don't.
So good thing the Earth does what the Earth does.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that the oceans will have no trouble cleaning up the loose drugs that are coming off of these narco terrorist boats.
Right.
I mean,
right.
That's small potato. They're like, man, I got this.
That's
I already took care of
nothing.
an oil slick.
That is nothing. And we'll tell you about that in just a second. But first, let me tell you about Kexi Cookies. Here's our Christmas box.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I want to thank you, Pat, for giving me my own Christmas box. That way
You
I
are
don't have
welcome.
to share with nobody.
And thank you, by the way,
Jeffy and I have questions now.
For the, if you guys had given me tickets to the Big 12 championship game, you'd probably have your own boxes as well.
Noted.
Instead, you're going to have to share this. How tragic that
That's
will be.
not going to happen. Jeffy?
But it's beautiful. And then we got these Christmas cards inside.
Oh, yes. The trading cards are back.
Christmas trading cards are back.
Yes.
You got the Nutcracker. You got Rudolph there. You got Santa Claus there. I mean, they're really cool. But the pièce de résistance are the cookies. Look at the size of this peppermint fudge.
Ooh. Does that have like peppermint stuff on top?
It does.
Yes.
That's why it's
Texas
called peppermint fudge.
The sugar lemon is back.
Nice. I love that. Those are
the cinnamon roll here.
Oh, the breakfast cookie.
I like the cinnamon roll.
Yes. It's a breakfast cookie.
Jeffy and I
mean, delicious.
Throw down.
And let me just say, a really heartfelt thank you for making this the best year for us ever. And look, I know that these cookies are not the least expensive you can buy. They're not Keebler. You know, we haven't trapped a bunch of elves in a hollow tree and forced labor on these little people. Besides, the giant oven we use would get so hot it would burn the tree to the ground. And probably not just the tree, but the entire forest would be gone. So that's not how we do it. But we do use the highest quality natural ingredients, real butter, gourmet chocolate chips, real sugar. We don't just slap different frosting on a cookie, the same cookie over and over, and then call it by a different name. Each of these cookies are unique in their own way. And then sometimes they also have a topping as well. But they're absolutely delicious, and I think you're going to love them. Go to Kexi.com to get yours. We have some of these left because we ordered a whole bunch more than normal. So we have not yet sold out. If you want to order the Christmas box, you can do so at Kexi.com, Kexi, Kexi.com.
And there were in the same country shepherds, abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them. And the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not. For behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Yeah. This is Pat Gray.
But it was the whole movie.
Dude, why do you hate Christmas so much?
Why do you hate Christmas, bro?
Why do you hate Christmas? I know. It's so annoying.
What a Scrooge.
Yes.
Slash Grinch.
Awesome.
Wow. So, yeah, the Earth has been taking care of a lot of things, as we were talking about a minute ago, including all the fentanyl and cocaine that is being dumped into the ocean right now. Some of it's burned, right?
Yes.
You would think some of it burns off, but some of it ends up with the fish.
Absolutely.
Because didn't they find sharks or something with cocaine in them?
Yes, they have. They found multiple fish.
If there were sharks yesterday on the Eastern Pacific, here's another boat that just got blown off the waters.
Oh boy.
What is this?
Really?
Yep, there it is.
Look at that, full of drugs.
Drugs.
That fentanyl on that boat right there could kill the world 3 times over.
And then boom, gone.
It's worse than nuclear weapons.
And that one is in the Pacific.
Pacific, yes. This is Eastern Pacific.
I've done a few of those.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I believe this is a third Eastern Pacific.
So this is like the 22nd strike?
Probably, if you're keeping track at home.
22nd or 23rd, depending on if you count the second one after the one.
Yes, if you count the
not
second
quite sure
one.
if we're counting that or not.
It's like the Grover Cleveland of boat attacks.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if that counts. But we've
so it's 87 now?
We've eliminated 87 people,
Wow.
Look at that. Mission accomplished.
And here it comes. Here it comes. They're going to be surprised.
Yes, they
are. Yep, little surprise for you there. Dang.
I'm sorry. Have you not learned your lesson yet?
I don't know how. I mean, are they forced to do this? Maybe it's possible.
Okay,
because I'm not doing it. But maybe somebody has a gun to my family's head, and so I'm going to do it.
Which is very
Which circles back around to who's on the boat.
Yeah, it does.
And we got the lawsuit now. Okay.
Yeah, the one lawsuit.
The Colombian.
Just make that go away.
Just tell them to shut up.
Yeah, you
okay,
don't get to sue
so
us.
we've been asking for Congress to be informed. I mean, it's after the fact, but they had the Admiral Bradley show up yesterday and go over the video in the second strike and answer their questions behind closed doors.
Okay.
And one of the guys who's been really against this, that Democrat, Jim Hines.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what he had to say afterward.
Okay.
Any American who sees the video that I saw will see the United States military attacking shipwrecked sailors. Bad guys, but attacking shipwrecked sailors. Now, there's a whole set of contextual items that the Admiral explained. Yes, they were carrying drugs. They were not in the position to continue their mission in any way.
Wow. Okay. I don't think I've heard that before.
Right?
They're carrying guns.
He admitted it.
Huh. Wow. Okay.
And they're not in a position to carry on their mission.
He said drugs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not guns. Yeah, okay.
Oh, he said drugs.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he said guns.
So he admitted. So Jim Hines
obviously
they're
carrying drugs.
Right.
All right.
So there you go.
So they don't have weapons on board?
No,
we're assuming?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, if you have a little handgun where you're going up against our military.
But supposedly we were just told that they were trying to get back on the boat and maybe retrieve drugs.
A signal back.
Well,
signal back to somebody to pick them up. I don't know.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that you're retrieving drugs in the middle of the ocean. You're now at that point you're just trying to survive and probably call for help.
Mm-hmm.
So
I will say I would be retrieving the drugs, but that's another story.
Fair.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see how this obviously they're continuing.
I mean, yeah, they're absolutely continuing. And,
just happened yesterday.
Our president believes that this is helping, and this is what we need to do. And he believes that we're going to start doing it on land soon. right? We're not. This isn't just a water thing.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Well, most Americans are on board with it.
Sure are.
So,
because so many lives have been affected by these horrible drugs.
Yeah, we heard about a bunch of them the other day.
Yeah, and we're saving lives, right?
Yes, we are.
Can kill what? 300 million?
Yes, I think it was at least 30,000.
Oh, 30,000.
Right?
I think it was
at least 30,000.
I think it was up to 300.
Got up to 300,000 with the town. I'm not sure who's doing the numbers, but really, we've been, fentanyl is bad. I got it, but we're told twofold, right? We're told that it's bad. We don't want to let it in the country. People are addicted to it. They're using it all over the place. And we're also told that there's enough in that trunk of a car to kill the entire United States.
It's bad when you're abusing it. But I will tell you, I've had injections in my back multiple times in the last few weeks, and both times have been administered fentanyl. And I don't think you can get through that without it. Really. I mean, it's really painful if you don't get it. So, I mean, there are practical good uses for medicinally used fentanyl.
Like Jeffy says.
Yeah.
He always says with moderation.
Yeah.
Well,
in all things.
Moderation.
Because nobody supports moderation
live
more
my life that way.
than Jeff Fisher and
he's
chewing
the picture
the fat.
of moderation.
Right. So.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So my mom was on fentanyl and it begged her not to do that for probably the last 10 years of her life, and I think it just broke down her body. She died in the prime of her life at 92.
Yeah, so it was the fentanyl
prime
that did
of her life. It was the fentanyl.
It was the fentanyl that did it. Yeah.
I'm laughing.
Did she have the patches? Did she have the patches? Yeah.
She did. Which, Jeffy, you can't touch them with your bare hands. I was just going
to remind you guys.
You can't touch them because it'll go right through your skin and kill you dead.
Is that right?
Kill you dead. You will wake up dead.
I will say that's what they say.
I know. And then didn't we hear from medical professionals? No,
because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Graveyard dead.
I will say there may have been a time when I did that.
What? When you touched the outside of a patch?
You're saying there may have been. You're not confirming that.
I'm just trying to recall.
Yeah. As your attorney, you're saying there may have been a time.
I may have witnessed someone actually touching one.
Oh, and they're graveyard dead, right?
Huh.
They are not.
Oh, they're not.
They are
yeah, but they built up an immunity. Like iocane powder in The Princess Bride. He's used it for so long. He's built up an immunity.
I can't imagine.
I have not. It was not my prescription. Don't you dare look at me.
I'm sure it wasn't your prescription.
How many things do you think Jeff Fisher has developed an immunity of?
Many.
Yeah.
Many things. All right, we got a nice gift package from Gere in Minnesota.
Right. So,
that's cool.
So Jeffy,
this is the guy that sent us, sent me
the broken guitar.
He wants Elvis picture and the guitar.
Yeah, the broken guitar.
He has his big letter.
And then you complained about it. You know,
well, it was broken, and I can't believe it. You know what were you thinking?
What were you thinking? That's because you got upset. Because you're like, hey, you didn't pack this properly.
He also,
so he felt bad. You made him feel bad. You made him feel bad.
Right. And look, I appreciate you going out of your way, to Goodwill and getting a present. I mean, I appreciate it. And it's of Elvis with the guitar, and I like it. It's all good. I have a feeling I know what it is since we're getting these little Velcro sticky things. But then he sent another letter, and he was upset as well at us.
Oh,
at us?
Yeah.
At you?
Because at Pat.
Oh.
Because
what I do?
Well, the original letter that he sent.
Yeah.
You read the part that said, "I myself am Jeffy size, so I can shame that fat bastard." Sorry,
of course I read that part.
I mean athletically overweight Adonis.
Okay. I didn't read that part?
And you didn't read the compliment below or above that.
Wow.
So,
what was the compliment above that?
Well, it's too long to read.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 3 pages long.
That's probably why I didn't read it the first time around.
It's too long.
Would be my guess, but okay.
So we're in the waning moments of the show. What did you get?
He's going to be mad again.
What did you get over there?
So what'd you get?
All right, so
what do you have?
This is the original one, and then this one comes with the stand. He sent the picture of it.
Okay.
It's all in the packages. I don't want to open it.
You don't want to open it.
If I open it right now and it's broken, then he's going to feel bad again.
Open it.
quickly, too, because we're running out of time.
Without scissors.
So I have to throw scissors at you? I don't mind.
I got.
Yeah, we'll both just whiz them right at you.
Just toss them.
Go ahead, Pat. You're closer.
Yep. There we go. That was not safe, kids. Don't try
No, it
that
is
at
not.
home.
Do not do this at home.
Of all the things you might learn from us, that's the takeaway.
Don't be throwing.
Okay.
Don't be throwing scissors.
Don't run with a knife. Don't run with scissors, and don't throw them.
We have 2 minutes left in the program.
2 minutes.
Are you going to be able to open this thing?
All right. What is it? What do we got?
It's cracked. Just
This is
kidding.
the guitar.
Just kidding, Gary.
With a stand.
All right. Look at that.
Nice. Isn't that nice? That actually is nice.
Oh, you rock, Gary. Okay.
I guess this is the picture of
Very
Elvis.
Cool. Let's see.
The king.
Open this before.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So then you're supposed to open yours.
Yeah, let's see.
What do you got? What do you have?
Okay.
Make sure yours is already open.
How cool is this? Look at this. Hold on. Oh, no, come on now.
A CD and a mug?
It's a Connell's mug.
Oh, wow.
Their greatest album is included with it here.
That is nice.
That is super cool.
I was going to ask if you had a CD player, but obviously you do have a CD player.
That is how cool, man. Thank you very much.
And Pat, what did you get?
Oh, and I don't know. Oh, is that a guitar too?
You got a guitar?
I don't know.
I got a little guitar.
You already have guitars behind you.
What do we got?
Yeah, we should be able to just hang this on the wall.
This is from the Handmade collection.
Okay. All right.
And it is a guitar. Very cool.
Does he make these?
Oh, it's a Boston guitar.
Oh, right.
With their first album
what a
cover.
Great gift giver.
On the guitar. Yeah, this is great.
Thank you, Gary.
Oh,
in
that's
Minnesota.
That's very nice.
Merry Christmas, Pat. This photo came with love. The show, came with love. The show, it's going pretty good so far.
That's cool.
All right, nice.
That is so awesome.
And then a little photo of the band there.
Oh, that's nice. So he wanted to redeem himself, and he
did.
said the original gift.
And thank you, Gary.
Merry Christmas to
very
us.
cool.
Merry Christmas to you,
So that
Gary.
means that
Thank
we're going
you.
to do the Spotify overtime?
Cool.
Yes, because Boston surprisingly shows up on my Spotify list in rap.
The Connells surprisingly show up on my Spotify rap.
And Fisher?
So we'll share that with
Elvis. I listened to Elvis last year a few times.
We'll share all of that with you coming up on Overtime.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.